Hello all. So as you can see on this side, I have got a return from PSA. This is actually my first ever PSA return. I've got a couple of ace grading returns which I think are on the channel already if you did want to check it out. So I just want to talk about my sort of experience whilst I'm unboxing them. So I essentially was grading a lot of my childhood cards. Now these are Black Star promo cards, they're level X's, from that Diamond and Pearl era. That Black Star promo has always been something that I've sort of collected myself, and I thought, you know what, these look relatively clean, relatively, you know, you've got a bit of whitening, a bit of edge wear, but let me submit. So I submitted 20 cards. I think out of them there was about 4 or 5 modern. Now I wasn't expecting 10s, like I actually wasn't expecting any 10s whatsoever, but I was expecting some sort of higher grades, you know, 8s or 9s. But obviously, as you'll see throughout this video, the grades, they aren't the best. Like, we're talking a lot of 6s, we've got 1 5, a couple of 7s, 1 8 Rhyperior level X, which I'm personally quite happy with. I have a collection of the Black Star promos in PSA 9, so I was really hoping for at least a couple so I could tick them off, but obviously I'll just have to purchase them at a separate time. I personally am here in the UK. I use Subcenter, and I use Subcenter for the first time. And I found it quite good, you know, a lot of responses. I also sent a submission to PSA through Black Label Grading recently. I just want to try the different middlemen out. I know we're now going to get a PSA Centre in the UK, but I thought I'd just try both of them out. And what I will say about Subcenter is there's a lot of communication via email. You know, whenever sort of something changes at PSA, they let you know. Whereas Black Label Grading, I haven't had the most communication on, but that's, you know... But ultimately, I think PSA are, you know, the reason why the cards take so long. It's not really to do with the middlemen. I want to talk about sort of the grades themselves. So we have 4 or 5 modern cards, and I've got 1 Gem Mint 10. But it was in the Eevee promo, so I am quite happy with that. I mean, the other ones, they're 9s. It's very difficult sometimes. Like, you can pre-grade as you want. Obviously, I was maybe a bit more lenient with those level X's because I wasn't expecting the 10s. But I was sort of like, oh, there's a bit of whitening here and there. But to get a lot of 6s, you know, a majority of them were 6s. Prize as well, I got that Pikachu promo in at a PSA 6, which again was a surprise. I was hoping for a bit of a higher grade on that. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the return. I used one of the lower tiers for PSA, and I would say it took about 3 months, nearly exactly, to be fair, since I submitted, which is pretty good for PSA, and which is why I recommend using the middlemen if you can. It's not sponsored, but if you do want to chuck me some money, Subcenter or Black Label, let me know. Hey guys, let me know what you think about the grades themselves. I mean, obviously, grading anything other than modern is really, really difficult. I feel like there's a lot harsher grading going into it, but I'm not disappointed with the results too much. I just need to keep growing that PSA 9 collection. As I have mentioned, I've got 2 different submissions with PSA at the moment, so that'll be coming on the channel very, very soon, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I've got one other ace grading return, which I think I've got 40 cards in that. So be sure to follow, be sure to subscribe, make sure to comment, have you got any PSA submissions in yourself? What is your kind of experience using the middlemen, and what is your experience with PSA? Do you prefer ACE? Do you prefer PSA? Have you used any other grading services? I personally haven't, so any recommendations are great. I'll see you next time.